Hello, I'm Cam, and I'm gonna make my first YouTube video. I'm gonna record my very first YouTube video, because nowadays, like you see everybody with a phone, with a computer, like recording themselves, and I think I want to do that. So this is gonna be my first time recording. Also, I am Italian, so I'm not going to say some words in the correct way, so just letting you know if you hear like a different kind of accent, but just wanted to put it out there. Also, if you're not interested in this kind of video, just click away. Please don't comment negative stuff because I'm a very peaceful person and I'm not here for that. I'm just here to, express myself. So this is kind of awkward already because, I don't know how to record a video, especially on YouTube for the first time. So just going with the flow, I guess. I don't know. Momentum. So yeah, I'm in my late 20s. I'm 28 years old. I want to talk about love. I want to talk about love and what love is, because I don't understand what love is. I don't. I wish I knew, but I think I have a glimpse of what love is. I think love is letting go of someone, whether you can be with them, but they cheat on you, or you cannot be with them because, I don't know, some situations, and you let them go. No matter what, I think love is letting someone go, but maybe in 10 years I'll think differently. Now I think it's not this way, but I think love is letting go of someone, just letting them go, accept what was, cherish every moment you had with them, every moment you had with them. So yeah. I by seeing the world, I notice a lot of need. I notice a lot of need inside of relationships, not love. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure it's that way. But when someone is in a relationship and this person brings a few things on the table, this other person brings a few things on the table, what is that? Is that love? Or that's support? That's need? That's emotional dependency? And the cycle goes on. I don't think someone should bring anything on the table. Of course, it is nice if they bring something on the table. It's convenient. But I don't think someone has to bring something on the table. You just accept them and cherish them no matter, just by them existing. So in my last relationship, I experienced need. I do love him. I do care for him. But it was just not it. Like, we couldn't really vibe together. Different mentalities, different hobbies, different ways to see life. Similar but different at the same time. I when a relationship doesn't work out, let's say you either have two things to do. It's either leave him, let him go and move on, or stay in the relationship and live a toxic cycle. But you know that's not going to work out. But you do it anyway. And a lot of people do that. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why people do that, you know? And it's like, because it's like you have the past, and the past is like my grandpa, my grandma, and people before them. You know, they used to be very, very forgiving towards people, you know, but they also used to be okay with the abuse. They used to be okay with people walking all over them, disrespect. So either go back to that, or I either choose to love them and let them go, because I know they're going to be happier without me, because they can find actually people to vibe with, you know, like it feels like a breath of fresh air when you actually vibe with someone. Like you can live with someone for 5 years still feeling so far away from each other, or you can meet someone just randomly like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 5 months ago, like whatever, or in a month, and like you feel like they're so inside of you, like you just feel them so close to you, so connected. Like how do you explain that? I don't know how to explain that. So that's what I'm saying. It's either following that line, like stay in a toxic cycle like my grandparents, accepting all of the hurt, all of the bad things, whether it's yelling, screaming, you know, and apologizing again and all that, or it's learning how to love yourself by yourself, learning your ways, learning what you like, literally center yourself, ground yourself so much to the point where like you know what your next cycle is going to be. And it's going to be a peaceful cycle. It's not going to be a weird cycle. So I've experienced negativity in my relationship, past relationship, but I've also experienced beautiful memories. Like I said, I embrace and I cherish all of those. But I also know that it's not healthy to go back to toxic cycles. So I'm here to tell you and to give you that strength to not go back to your partner if it's toxic, or even if you know it deep down that it's not going to be it, because you're only wasting time. Precious time you can use for yourself, for your loved ones, your parents, traveling, working out, like instead of someone. Because when you're in a relationship with someone, not toxic, but when you're in a toxic cycle, because that person is a good person. My ex is a good person, you know, that person, ex, whatever, they might be good, but the cycle is toxic, you know, you repeat the same cycle. That's not healthy for you. Like, it'll make your hair fall out. It'll make your skin itch. Like, your body will tell you when you're not in the right place. God, whatever you believe in, things just will not work out. So of course, it's best to walk away now. Because if you don't walk away now, you're going to accept what our ancestors did. And everybody's talking about breaking, curses and all that, from our parents and from our grandparents and all. And I'm really trying to do that here. A few months ago, I think in January or February, I said in 2025 I will get to know myself on a deeper level, and I am doing so. I chose to walk away from that relationship, and I decided to one, be myself, two, enjoy life. That's what I want to do. I don't want to think about relationships at all, period. Also in a few years, talking about love, in a few years, maybe I'll have a different perspective when it comes to love, probably. But I want to find, hopefully in the future, that peaceful love. That love where it's just peaceful. I don't think I've ever experienced that peaceful love. I've received love, care, all that. But I've never experienced peaceful love, calm love, I've always been in chaos all the time, and it's like it's your responsibility to heal. Nobody is going to heal for you. God can, you can lean to God and pray and let him help you find your inner strength, but nobody's going to heal you. It's your responsibility. You have to heal yourself. And the first step to heal is to walk away from toxic cycles that create broken families, kids growing up lost and not having good role models. So, yeah, I one day would like to experience love. Not need, that person's got a house. That person's got whatever, that person's got a business, all that. That's nice. That's additional. But I want to experience that kind of love where, we get mad at each other or we have some kind of argument and everything will be okay. It's not going to be crazy. It's not going to be war. It's just going to be peace. So that's that. But in 28 years, I learned about need. I haven't learned about love. In a relationship, of course. Romantic relationship. So, yeah. I want to ask you, what do you know about love? What is love to you? Because everyone has got a different view on love. And it doesn't have to be wrong. It's not wrong. It's your view. So to me, I repeat it once again, love is letting someone go. Whether it's because it works out and you let them go, or because it doesn't work out and you let them go anyway. But, some reason you just cannot be with them. The reason is just you cannot be with them for whatever reason, though. But yeah, this was my very first video on YouTube, and I wanted to explain that to you. And yeah, that's it. In 28 years, this is what I learned about love.